Hi everyone, it's Mandy. Glad you could join. As you're coming on, say hello. I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know how your day is going. It's actually getting to kind of yucky outside right now. It's starting to rain and all that good stuff. So today we're going to talk about, real quick, how I turned a piece of pine into a distressed piece of chalkboard looking deal to surface on. So we're going to be doing the Farmhouse Christmas, and just want to welcome Christy and Katie. Thanks for joining. So I'm just going to kind of walk you through creating the surface. This is a non-Chalk Couture paste or surface. So, but I'm going to use it and put my transfer on it. So let's just kind of start with the basics. So I got some pine. I had a friend of it cut it for me. It's 11 by 11.5 inches. And my original thought was just to paint it, and then just make it like a little photo art. So I wanted to make something that looked like a chalkboard without it being a chalkboard. Hey Sandra, hey Janetta. And so I took it one step further and actually put black paint on it. So let me just kind of show you the products that I used and kind of tell you the steps. So you just want to make sure anytime you use wood that it's smooth, so you don't want to get splinters in your hey Carla, you don't want to get splinters in your paintbrush or on your transfers, right? So what I first did is I first started with my Annie Sloan chalk paint. Okay, I love Annie Sloan chalk paint. This is what I use to paint my furniture. And I just painted it, this is like Old World white. This one is actually pure white. So basically whatever color you want to show through, if you can kind of see, there's a green tint. So I actually use green on this side, and then I used white on this side, if you can kind of see the difference after I distressed it. So just think about what color you want to kind of peek out underneath your black or your top cover. So Annie Sloan chalk paint is super easy. The reason I recommend Annie Sloan chalk paint and the general finish is basically, guys, it take 2 or 2.5 coats of paint to cover any surface. Some chalk paints take like up to four times to cover a surface. This is super easy and super simple. And if you're painting over some just like furniture that you have at your house, you basically just wipe it down with a Lysol wipe and you start painting. You don't have to sand it or anything, okay? So for what I did first was I painted it with the Annie Sloan chalk paint, and whatever color you want to be underneath, whatever you want to peek out. And then I chose this general finish lamp black because I knew it was going to give me the same tone as our chalkboards. So you can see the color is basically the same tone. Okay, so then what you want to do is let it dry, and then you're going to take a sandpaper. It does have to be a block. I just have these because I was doing furniture, but just any kind of sandpaper, and just start sanding. And you can do it in the center, you can do it just around, just wherever you want that little distressed look to pop up, right? Just wherever you want it to pop up at. And I kind of think distressing, if you don't want the distress to come out, just paint it with 2 coats of black paint, and you'll have a solid black base, a black surface to put your transfer on. But if you want the distressed look, just kind of sand it around and get where you want the little things to come out at. I like the distressed look because I think it just gives it more personality. It also covers up all your mistakes. And I kind of think about it as like a woman putting on her lipstick. Like, the lipstick's nice, but once you blot it, it becomes more you, and more of your features start showing through. And so I really love to do the distressed look on like furniture that has really nice legs, because it really offsets those and really makes them shine. The other great thing about the chalk paint, the anti-slime chalk paint, is that you can pour colors together and make your own little custom paint, which I really like. So after you let it dry, you let all the paint dry, you sanded it, you've got your little pops of color. The next thing you want to do is take your furniture wax. And this is a clear wax, and basically you just take an old t-shirt or whatever, and I'm gonna put you down here so you'll see it. Okay, so you take your t-shirt and you would just kind of rub it around, and at first you'll feel it's kind of sticky, so you just want to keep rubbing until the stickiness is gone, until it's like smooth for you to go over it. Okay, the other reason I like the I'm gonna bring you back up so I can talk to you. The other reason I like the anti-slime chalk paints and milk paints, general finish milk paint, is that it's non-toxic, and so I can do it in the house. I don't have to worry about going outside and having overspray, or doing it in my garage and having a mess out there. You can also prep your surfaces with spray paint. I mean, if you have spray paint, I think they have a satin finish as well that looks really nice. Do the same thing. Put one color on first, and then put another color on top. Sand it down, but just make sure you wax it before you put the transfer on it, because you don't want the transfer to stick to your surface. Okay. So before I go any further, I have a question for you guys. Okay. Hi, Christina. I want you guys to let me know what your favorite pie is. Since the holidays are coming up, what's like the must-have pie that you have to have for the holidays? Mine is pecan pie. And have you guys been to this place, the Fork and Crust in Rogers? I think there's one in Fayetteville too, but they have one in Rogers over at the Village. Oh my gosh, they had the best pecan pie. It was so delicious. Delicious. So I highly recommend going over and get your favorite piece of pie from them. It was so light. Just the crust itself was light, but the pecan pie was light as well. It was really, really good. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side. Let me know if you guys have questions, okay? And now I'm going to do my chalk transfer. I'm going to use the Farmhouse Christmas and these colors, okay? Let's get started. So for you guys that are new, that haven't gone on here yet, I want to explain to you what our transfers are. Our transfers are sticky, so they're really, once you get them on your surface, they stick there. You don't have to worry about them moving or making a mess when you're trying to make your transfer all nice and crisp. It's more like a silk screen, really, and that's why you get such a nice and crisp design out of it. They're reusable 8 to 12 times as long as you take care of them. And I'll show you how to take care of them in a little bit. But basically, let's remember 3 steps, which is the first step I've been kind of forgetting. But it's an important step because it helps. The transfers are real sticky, and so I'm going to take you back down. The transfers are really sticky, so the first step is to fuzz it, okay? And that just helps it not be as sticky on your surface, so it's easy to peel up after you're done, okay? So the second step is to paste it. So, okay. Just gonna put this where I think I want it. And if I don't get it, okay. Okay. So now you can see that that's on there. It's not going anywhere. The difference between chalk paste and my chalk paint is that this is thicker, and it's almost like a yogurt consistency, where my chalk paint is like, a paint consistency. So I actually want to do, I'm dreaming of a farmhouse in white and the Christmas in the red. So hopefully I can get that to work out. So I'm just going to open this up and I'm going to stir it around. It's almost a little too thick, so I'm going to put some more water in it, maybe. So if it dries out, just put some water in it and get it, you know, at kind of a yogurt paste consistency. Okay. Okay. Now I'm just going to take it, I'm just going to drop it around on my project. You don't have to be nice or neat about it. You just kind of want to put it on the design part. And which one, you know, if you want it, I want the farmhouse to be white, so I'm just going to put it on that part. Okay? So you don't have to put it on all over. You just put it where you want the design. Let me get this off. Okay. Now I'm just going to take the excess of it off. So I'm going to take my squeegee. Actually, I'm going to use this little one. I actually like the smaller squeegees. They're easier to work in the tighter areas. Okay. And since this one is a bigger transfer and it is, I'm using 2 different colors. Once I put the white down, I'll bring it up and dry it, and then I'll work on the red. And that way my paste doesn't stick to my transfer when I try to lift it all up and make a mess out of it. Okay, so let's do this. So the 3 things that you guys need when starting your project. You need a transfer, paste, and a squeegee. So if you're thinking about, you know, making a purchase and what all you need, really you just need 3 things. And that is a transfer, a paste, and a squeegee. And I bet you have a surface at home that you can use. That. I'm just getting the excess up. So you can see that you're really not using a whole lot of paste to do your projects either. And they're really super simple to interchange. So if once I wanted to interchange this one, I would just paint over it and start over again. Okay, so I'm just going to lift this up just a little bit. You can see it's coming out. And I'm going to dry it. So let me just dry it. It's not going to take very long. And you would use like a normal hair dryer at your house. Okay, so now that's dry. I'm just going to lay that loosely back underneath over there, and I'm going to put that down, make sure there's no bubbles. Same here. I'm going to make sure my Christmas has no bubbles in it. But I'm not worried about what I've already done. And now I'm going to take my red paste and I'm going to stir it up. Okay. I want my red paste to be on these little lines. And down here on the Christmas part. So just plop it around, and then you're going to use your squeegee to get it smoothed out. Okay. That one. And that one. And just make sure you don't get it in the white part. Okay. Again, I'm just going to take the excess of it off. And our transfers, you use like 8 to 12 times. And I'll show you how to wash it. So as long as you take care of them, they'll actually could last you longer. You girls have any questions for me? So we're running our sales right now, and so thanks to you guys that are ordering. But I want to know, I really was hoping they would do more of a beginner sale, one that gave you a transfer and paste and a squeegee. So if I was to offer you guys a Cyber Monday sale, what would you guys like to see? What transfer or what theme would you guys like to see? I'll put this up here just in case you're off mute. Okay, let me know. If I was to put together a sample pack for Cyber Monday, what theme would you guys like to see? Like a farmhouse theme or a Christmas theme or just an everyday home theme? Let me wipe off my hands. Okay. Just a little bit more. Okay. Now I'm going to peel that up. So I can see that I messed up on my A right there. I'm actually going to put it right back down and get me some more paint and fix that up real quick. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to put this in my bucket of water. Okay, I'm going to get me like a little Lysol wipe because I did make a little mess. So as long as you, see I kind of got some red where I didn't want it. So as long as you can do it while it's still wet, you can fix your mistakes. Okay. Okay. Get that off before I touch the rest of my project. Let me clean my hands. Okay. Okay. Now, what do you guys think? I'm dreaming of a farmhouse Christmas. Okay. I'm going to show you how to wash the transfers, and then I'm going to put some stuff on top of this to kind of dress it up a little bit more while that dries. So the third step to using the product is just to wash it, and then you'll put it back on the backer on the shiny side. So just remember, everyone in this group is shiny. And that's how you remember what side to put it on. Okay, I'm going to take you back down and show you how to wash it. So just in your tub, you can just take and do a little washing. Also remember, like when you use your darker pigments, they will probably be, they probably stain like the outside of the transfer, just as long as it doesn't stain where the font design is, you'll be fine. And I'll bring this out in a minute and actually get it all. The other thing I want you to remember is if your transfer sticks to itself at any time when you're working on it, just go ahead and put it under some water, and that actually deactivates the stickiness. But once it dries, the stickiness will come back. Okay. So, take this off. Put this on. And just get the rest of that chalk paste off. Just keep getting washed. What do you guys have planned for Thanksgiving? Are you guys going out of town? Are you staying into town? Okay. So I just kind of look at it and make sure that I've got everything, all the chalk paste off of where the design's at. And then once you do, you turn over and you can also wipe it off. And then you turn it over. I'm just making sure I got it all off. There's still some right here. Okay, so once you have it all off your design, just turn on the sticky side up and set it to the side and let it dry. Okay, now I'm going to finish our project with just a little something at top just to give it a little bit more decoration. This is a more rustic approach. This is more, I guess I would call farmhousey. Let's see. That's pretty much dry. So let me put these in here. This over here. I'm going to put some of this, I'm just going to tie some of this at the top there. Nothing special, just to give it just a little bit of a little more dimension to it, I guess. I'm going to do it like 2 or 3 times. Probably one more. So you could put a really cute bow on it. I want to make this a little more rustic. So I just want to cut some of this off. Let's see. And keep it real simple. But you could hot glue a bow on it. You could staple some ribbon on the back of it so you could actually hang it up. All kinds of possibilities. Really, I mean, look around your house to see what you have in your house that you could actually just use. Because I've had this laying around for, you know, a little bit. Now let's see. I'm going to bring you back up. And there you go. That's it. That's it for tonight. So I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I know that I'm putting out sales for you guys, but I would like to get your guys' input of what you would like to see for sales, what you actually would like to use in your house. So let me know, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.